Hello, welcome to Cultist Simulator, where I've already purged my save. Oh, I have a collection. Oh, these are okay. These are aspirations. I mean, achieve, achievements I've acquired. Uh, are these just built in? Interesting. Anyway, um, so this is a game that I've seen about a little bit, and I picked it up thinking this is going to be a chill, kind of relaxed, do at your own pace um, deck builder game type thing because I saw it had cards. And it turned out, no, it's not. One of my friends called this a game of keeping all your plates spinning. And if some of your plates stop spinning, then you die or otherwise fail. Uh, the mechanics are deliberately hidden from you. There are some tooltips that give you hints on how to do things. Um, oh, I have to purchase these. Huh. I will probably end up getting these, but not right now. Um, and if you don't know what the mechanics are, and I had to look up one or two on the wiki, but if you don't know what the mechanics are or where to look to find them, then it'll feel like you'll hit a wall and you have no idea where to go, because I hit that a couple times. Um, anyway, I purged my save because you only have one save on this game. So we're starting fresh. Oh, one moment. I'm going to adjust the sound. Now, one thing I've found is that clarity, okay. Keys, this is key mapping. Sight. I don't know what this does. Everything, everything's dingier. You know what? We're the Aspirant, where we're starting as a menial employment. We're gonna do everything acceptable. Dingy. Okay, so right now we're paused. Time is not moving. So, well, I guess time might be moving, but we can't see it move. Ooh, don't want to move that. Okay. So, some of your other verbs will show up on this. I can move this around, as you saw. Everything's dingy and scratched up. When you get new cards, they'll show up wherever this gets put. So, we're going to leave that right about there. The only verb we have right now is work. And the only card we have to do it with is menial employment. A precarious position as a hospital porter. Miserable, but it's all you can find just now. So, another shift mopping the darkened hallways, delivering post to hollow-eyed invalids, trundling corpse-laden gurneys to the basement. And it'll last for some seconds. I don't know how many days the seconds translates to. I think 60 seconds is like a day's work, maybe a week, but I'm thinking it's a day. I think they leave it deliberately vague so it can be a, a, a variety. It can be a flexible time period. In the gameplay, it's X seconds. But once again, I dream of a glow beneath the filthy skin of the world. The light through the black wood, the pale door, the old man. And we have a new thing here. We have dreams. We're going to come out here. And we now have funds. Oh, excuse me. I mixed up a thing. Restart. Definitely restart. Let me show you what I missed. I do this a lot. Let's wait till it gets to the 10 seconds. Oh, side note. Brandon and I haven't had a chance to. We've hadn't had an opportunity to record our next Let's Play together yet. That's why there wasn't any last Saturday. And I'm doing this as either a bonus video or a here's something to do while we're still trying to get that scheduled. I'm not going to go for a full game of this. If I do well, it can last for several hours. Halfway through your shift, the head porter beckons you aside. We won't require your services any longer, he says. Here, your last payment. We've paid you through the end of the month. I have lost my job. At least now I have a little more time to rest and my health improves and dream is unlocked. We are going to go down here and name our person. And we're going to name them Jackie Iglesias. Okay. So, let's get our 2 funds and our health. Okay. If we're unlucky, we can just die right now because we could get an illness pop up and it would have to consume our health. But we also can use health to get more money. Backbreaking work for meager pay. Is this the best I can do? Boy, isn't that feels. On this dingy mat. Okay. Here we go. And let's see what this is. It began when I spoke to the old man in the hospital. He knew my name, but he's dead now. The pneumonia. Why do I dream of him still? What is the cobalt light in my dreams? Time is now passing. Okay, so we now have passion. We have health and we have passion, and we have contentment. Defends against dread, but contentment does not last. And we have change in the air. I need funds to live, but perhaps this recent upset in my circumstance is a secret blessing. Is there something to my dreams? There's a change in the air. Okay. Here we go. We're just waiting for it. Now, I've played a little bit of this, and I found it's a good game to do while you're watching something else and doing something else, because when you've got the mechanics figured out, then it doesn't take too much of your attention. It's basically cookie clicker. It takes some attention, but not all that much. The day is done, so am I, but I have earned my pay. And now our health is fatigued, but we get vitality. And I'm going to put a thing here. Okay. And then we have this, the course of the heart. Whenever the principle of heart is implicated, I may gain vitality. Okay. Now, we can earn a living with passion, or we can dream with passion. I am going to go ahead and earn a living with passion. I need to paint. I used to paint. I could paint those sights I have remembered from my dreams. I might sell something. I probably won't. We don't have any restlessness. Restlessness is usually bad. So if I am restless, perhaps this is what I want. So we don't have anything we can put in here for yearning, but we don't need to. Okay, we probably won't get money out of this. And this is going to be coming in a moment. Time is passing. The sundial's shadow. I must have funds to live or I will become ill. Starvation is different from illness, and it is bad. And notice health is becoming less dingy and less gray as time goes, as it recovers. We can't use it until it's no longer fatigued. Aha! The contentment went away. Oh, a bequest arrives. A letter from a solicitor, the old man at the hospital, the one I had dream of. His name has named me in his will. I'll hear more soon. This is another thing. Some events when the timer counts down, it just goes to the next event. So you never have you don't always have a completely accurate idea of how long something will take. Okay, now we have 2 vitalities. Well, this one's not usable yet. Vitality is burgeoning. And this one is gone down. Exercise or something rare has invigorated me. Use with another vitality to improve your abilities. It lasts only 3 minutes if unused. I was so confused on how to use this at the start. We can't dream. Actually, we can. Now, this is 23 seconds. I just need a little time to recover from my energies, a nap to recover from fatigue. It'll be 30 seconds. So I kind of wasted the opportunity. But oh well. I lose out 7 seconds, but I get to show you the mechanic. I let it go on long enough that I'm going to oversleep on the nap and not really get much out of it. Isn't that real life? So a lot of this is waiting. A bequest arrives. The old man has bequeathed me a sum of money and a packet of peculiar papers. Poetry, riddles, metaphysical speculations. For the first time in months, here's some fuel for my reason. And study is now unlocked. We're getting 9 funds, which is enough for 9 periods of time. A bequest. And reason, which is the 3rd basic resource. Okay. But, let's see. Glimmering. And I forgot to read it. Sorry. We'll see it again. My emotions run higher than usual. There are things I'll never understand, and those things will always be precious, but just now I am closer to them. Glimmering can be used with study to gain passion. It lasts only 3 minutes if unused. Now, this will last 120. This will last 150. Most study things will last 60 seconds. There are some that could last many sections, but most only last 60 seconds. So, we're going to do this. Unlock books and other treasures. Now, I usually go with passion, but reason's open. So we're going to go with reason. I examine each item with meticulous care. And I don't... Oh yeah, heart health is over here. And we're going to earn a living with health, with unskilled labor. This is ticking down, this is ticking down, this is ticking down. And we're studying the bequest, which doesn't take as long to study the bequests as most things do. It's like a starter thing. There's a lot of the different legacies have a starter thing. You can hit spacebar to pause. Important note. My correspondent describes my dreams exactly. They use names that are instantly familiar. The house, the wood, the hours, the glory. They knew secrets beneath time and the skin of the world. A new curiosity burns in me. There is a note here. Directions to a bookshop that does not advertise its wares. So we're going to get... I could just collect them all, but we're going to get our reason back. We're going to get directions to Moorlands. We're going to get temptation, enlightenment. Notes on a possible collaborator. And a watchman's secret. This is our first bit of supernatural lore. And we're going to collect them all. Okay. Now, I want to put this and this together. I am abrim with vitality. If I devote some time to exercise, I'll benefit. Okay. I want to pull the temptation to the side. I'll put it over here, I think. I don't want to do reason for a living yet, because that job does earn you a fair bit of money, but it's irritating and locks you down. I might save it for how I end this game at the end, in the last video. For now, I'll do this. Okay. There was once a man who said that the sleep of reason produced monsters. Often it is healthy to let the mind wander in sleep. But if I keep dreaming, sooner or later, some sort of monster will rise from my own fears. I don't think we're going to get to have the glimmering unless we're lucky. I might save these for the next video. Ah, time passed and there goes that. Ah, bleak thoughts. Dark days. I must be careful not to let doubts creep in. Dread may provoke full-fledged despair. Notice it says magnetic, which means it will grab cards it needs to fill it. And if you have one of those square things where you can put in, then it will drag from there as well. So right here, this vitality, if I haven't run across anything that magnetically grabs vitality, health, but if there were, oh, there is. Sickness, illness will magnetically grab health. But this is already devoted, so it can't grab that, which means we would just die. But it is already devoted. But if it were in a little square here, it would not be devoted yet, like this square. It would not be devoted yet, so it could be pulled away. Okay. Okay, Jackie. You get more vitality, and you're fatigued. Let's do some painting. And this time, we'll try to read the ending text. Okay. And our vitality, our exercise, is coming close to conclusion. I have a very common approach with my characters so far, in that here, oh, I forgot to read it. I have benefited from exercise. I use this with 2 lessons learned to gain more health. That was so confusing to me because I didn't know how to produce lessons learned. And you know how we use 2 vitality to get that? Now, 2 vitality together will give us a lesson learned. So basically, each step of this will be more difficult to obtain. And what I do is I'll max out physique, I'll max out passion, and then I'll start working on getting reason to a fairly high amount, because every time we increase a level we get another card. So now I have 2 health cards. So like I could put this in here and study fresh air and exercise. And what I'll do is I'll get my basic things to the max. Let's move the Watchman's Secret over here. I'll get my basic abilities, reason, in this case, physique, scholarship, and I think imagination. Ooh, I'm going to get an erudition? Nice. Okay. So, this is not good. This is going to be running down pretty soon. And fleeting reminiscence. We could go explore that. If we could explore. Here's another thing you need to notice. Oh, the fascination's already grabbed. So, cards can cover each other and make it hard to see cards. Fascination can cause you to perceive visions. If you get 3 levels of visions, you have a glory fail. You become lost to reality, unhinged. And that's all she wrote. I think that's 9 seconds. I think we'll wait on that. I guess I could dream of... We also have this, an intensity of radiance. Light draws the skin, suffuses the air, 6 order influence, significant resonances or correspondences that can be used in some rites to summon minions. They say 6. I generally don't see things at the odd levels, so you get a 2, and then you get a 4, and then you get a 6. Some of the minions show, the followers you get show up at 1, 3, and 5, I think. No, the 1, 2, and 5, I think, actually. But anyway, let's let time pass. And there's more vitality. There's some glimmering. Okay, there's more vitality. And, you know what? I'll give you a hint, since it's the basic thing. Find work, which will spare my mind, if not my body. Find clerical work. And we'll have an early night. With luck, I'll wake refreshed. Sometimes this will provide contentment. Often it will do nothing. Occasionally it will create dread or fascination. Here we go. A junior position at Glover and Glover. My intellect should be put to better use, but the pay is better than laborer's work. If you don't attend this job regularly, you might suffer demotion. So, oh yeah. I don't know how to grab a full stack, so I'm going to put this here. If I hit tab, oh, I don't know how I did that somehow, but I don't know how. So if I hit, notice I have a 90-second countdown here. If I let it go down to the bottom, and hello, I should have read that. Erudition. I'm terrible, sorry about that. Trying to show how to play the game and making errors like that. Now, we're going to have erudition. It's kind of like glimmering and vitality, but for reason. And we're going to get our health back. That's still at 78, so we're going to do some unskilled labor. And glimmering is counting down. It is going to go away if we don't use it right now. That still has a while. That will be next. Okay. Yep. Cool. There we go. This has degraded to a consciousness of radiance, which is the last step before it just goes away already completely. Ah. Paintings whisper, windows wink. I know these things are not true, but how can I be certain? You can defeat visions with either dread, which is usually bad, but can defeat visions, or a fleeting memory, which is what happened here. Otherwise, you will lose yourself completely at Fascination 3. So the fleeting reminiscence got grabbed immediately, and we'll cancel this out. Thank goodness. Be careful of this, and dread. Oh, no. The city is rife with journalists and detectives and other meddlers. How long will they leave me in peace? There is a suppression bureau. We might have an adversary before we finish. I want to complete this first video. There we go. Ah, fascination. That's not great. There's reason. Okay, we're going to have to let the vitality go. So now, because otherwise I want to get into this with the at least one level of each. And if and you know what, we're going to put this in, and can't show diligence because I don't have so we're going to, the scratching of pins, the sourness of dust, the sign of the younger Glover, the greedy gurgling of the elder. So we're going to get a rest, make that recover in 30 seconds rather than 56. And now we have our second skill, Vivid Imagination. Excuse me. I'm going to drop this because there's something else I usually put there. And put you here. And Do we have an adversary? We do not. Contentment. Unfortunately, contentment does not work against fascination. Would be nice. Oh no. That radiance devolved into fascination. That's not good. Okay, visions abate. Good. That's 2 contentments, so we're protected against 2 dreads. But to be honest, if we have more dread, what I really want is... And we're going to do passion. I know this dream. A road crests a hilltop, and the air is silver bright. But we don't have any lore to put there, so it's not going to do anything. Mirrors are calm. The sun is steady. The glory recedes. I am sane. If that means anything. No fascination drives your visions. It's over. For now. But we have 2 fascination out there. They are counting down. So if... I don't know what triggers the flickering flickering thoughts. Okay. So we're going to get 1 funds. The clerks file out in silence. I am free for now. Okay. So, and we get this. We get erudition and erudition. Excuse me. Erudition with erudition. And I think we're going to go back to work. And this time we're going to show diligence, which could be a mistake. Okay, there went the contentment. We are no longer content. Where's the passion? Don't I have a second passion somewhere? Yeah. Where is it? Oh, I'm dreaming with it. Never mind. Okay. Yeah, dreams is one of the things that can take multiple times. Oh, I'm going to get some contentment. A watchman's footsteps. The watchman who is in the door, who's the door in the eye, waits in my dreams. If I learn the lantern lore and I dream of this temptation, I can advance my purpose. The need gnaws at me. Okay. That is restlessness. So in about 57 seconds, it will decay into something else. And it took me forever to figure out what restlessness decays into. Okay. Cool. Cool. Now, unfortunately, we have a better position. I earn a little more, I stay a little later. Mr. Alden always watches me closely. If you don't attend this job regularly, you might suffer demotion. We now have less free time. We've gone from part-time to full-time. So it decays in it'll decay in 60 seconds rather than 90. But we have our last skill, scholarship. Each of these are at 1 level. And so now we have 2 of everything. Okay, so that is going to be the end of this video. Next video, we're going to start studying some of these other things. And see you in a moment.